Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A first down throw for Cousins. And flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Cousins on first down. He gets it left side of Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
23-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To the air again. It's Cousins. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins again. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where the quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, here's Cousins. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47, it's second and 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Lions nothing.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins for the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Again, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Lions will take over. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Vikings take over first.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you plan to back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
At the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, Swift. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Lions pressure. He's brought down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun, Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Once again, it's Swift. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 12-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, Swift, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Lions 7. Matt Prater.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Escaping the pressure right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 37, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
To Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the 50-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking here for Smith downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 14-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards on the ground. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. 3rd down here.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Lions on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
A gain of 2.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. And I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Lions.
On first and 10, it's Swift. Cut it with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 42 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Swift. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. One more time with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Lions 24, Vikings 13.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. The catch Play-action run, good for 24 yards. Cousins to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Matt Prater.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Detroit, the win